All right, so Token dropped a remix to Eminem's Soldier beat, and it's called Eminem's Soldier. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Bye-bye.
Never too different, you think soon?
Not good, man. I always thought it's crazy Eminem grew up in Salem's lot. I'm from Salem, but I'm Broad Road, it's where I made my guap. Jewish star around my neck to spotlight all the hate you got. Kayla got so many guns, my bitches shoot like Caitlin Clark. I was nervous the first.
What do you say there? Hold on. Kayla got so many guns, my bitches shoot like Caitlin Clark. Okay. That got to be his girl, right?
Many guns, my bitches shoot like Caitlin Clark. I was nervous the first time that me and Jordan rendezvous. Never thought that Ye was racist, cause I wrote on Donda too. Pusha T and Game were there, but I was scared to talk to dudes.
Nigga wrote on Donda too? I did not know that. I did not know that. Kanye, like, bro, he sees everybody. He sees everybody.
Racist cause I wrote on Donda too. Pusha T and Game were there, but I was scared to talk to dudes. Marilyn Manson told me they were listening to my song on loop. All that shit just taught me not to listen to the current chatter, cause my album flopped, but it still brought me to my favorite rapper. I'm still mad at French Montana just for how he made me feel. I fucked 2 A&Rs, got label head without a label deal.
What's good? Wait, you made me turn their mic off. What? I don't know what French Montana did, bro. I got to get this guy to interview or something because there's so many things he talks about. He just like makes references to things. And I'm like, I don't even know what he's referring to. I didn't know that he had a relationship with French Montana. I didn't know he wrote on Donda too. You know what I mean? In this last track, he was talking about people. He was dissing people. I didn't even know who he was dissing. I need the info. I need some information. I need some information to know these references here.
I was 2 years old when Paul Wall came out with crazy grills. I wish more white rappers studied him instead of shady skills. Nothing worse than watching lesser versions of a goat. Trying to get the goat's attention with like every song they post. Get reminded of my father every single time I flow. Cause all of my strokes and genius just remind me of the strokes. How many heart attacks did that man have? Fuck, I still don't know. Probably more than times I saw him.
Wait a second. Hold on. He changed subjects so quickly. He said, I remember I seen a short where Token said that Paul Wall was in his top 5 white rappers. And that I think they were saying that he slept on or whatever. I don't know much about Paul Wall, but I've heard some Paul Wall recently and he was cooking. He was like actually cooking. Like it wasn't like the still tipping, because that's what I know him for. Paul Wall, I'm the people's champ. My chain light up like a lamp. It was like very simple, but it was still my favorite verse on that song. But I didn't know until recently that he was actually cooking. I've heard him and Chameleon have a mixtape, and they cooked all of that album. And Paul Wall was like, he was piecing it together, rhyme schemes and dope bars and things I did not know he was capable of. So I see what he's saying there. There's a lot of Eminem clones. A lot of people want to rap like Eminem, but are lacking the thing that Eminem had. Eminem has, like, he's very creative. He has a lot of charisma. He has like a thing that made him appealing other than the rap, you know, which is why the rap worked, because anyone can rap, you know, you could rhyme words, but the personality, the charisma, and like the humor, all the different types of things that he did, the emotion, the passion. This is what a lot of the Eminem clone rappers lack, which makes it like you might as well, like, you're basically just a clone, you know? You're just a copy. So he's right. A lot of people rap fast, you know? They do the shock factor thing. A lot of horrorcore rappers. There's people who just, they take aspects, but can't none of them be Eminem. You know? None of them could be Eminem. And yeah, I'm sick of seeing it too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, okay. He's cooking, and done that stroke bar with his father, you know? That was crazy. Let's run it back slightly here.
Song they post, get reminded of my father every single time I flow. Cause all of my strokes and genius just remind me of the strokes.
Crazy.
How many heart attacks did that man have? Fuck, I still don't know. It's probably more than times I saw him from like 17 years old. When I was 17, I started touring, started getting busy. So focused, I worked at that.
Also, that label head A&R bar, it got overshadowed by the French Montana thing, because that's what I was talking about. But that A&R, I fucked 2 A&Rs and got label head. Yeah, that was dope. But okay. My bad.
Of the strokes, how many heart attacks did that man have? Fuck, I still don't know. It's probably more than times I saw him from like 17 years old. When I was 17, I started touring, started getting busy. So focused on work that dad became too scared to hit me. If we stayed in touch, I probably would have made sure that he got healthy. If I never rapped, he probably wouldn't be in a cemetery.
Whoa. When I was 17, I started touring, started getting busy. So focused on work that dad became too scared to hit me. If we stayed in touch, I probably would have made sure that he got more healthy. If I never rapped, he probably wouldn't be in the cemetery. Damn, bro. So I thought he was talking like abuse. I thought he was saying like dad became afraid to hit me, but he was like talking about hit me, like hit me up because I was so focused on work. He didn't want to interrupt what I was doing. So if I wasn't focused on work so much, I probably would have been more in tune and told him to stay healthy and helped him stay healthy. But since I was so focused on work, I feel guilty that my dad passed because I wasn't focusing on his health. But in reality, you can't focus on another person's health. You can, but you can't. Not a grown-ass man. That was the same thing with my mother. My mother passed away. She didn't listen. I said in my song, Welcome to Therapy. She smoked cigarettes all the way. She had stage 4 breast cancer that moved into her lungs, lost her voice, and she was still smoking cigarettes all the way until the end. So, you know, it's not really something you can control. If they want to do better, they'll do better, you know, unfortunately. But yeah. Real shit.
I probably would have made sure that he got healthy. If I never rapped, he probably wouldn't be in a cemetery. Just some guilt that I carry. Berry flavor vodka till my body's what my homies carry. Berries black me out and that remind me of his BlackBerry. Found some naked women in my father's phone and played it. That was really the...
Wait a second. Wait a second. Just some guilt that I carry. Berry flavored vodka till my body's what the homies carry. Berries black me out, and that remind me of his BlackBerry. Found some naked women on my father's phone. Okay. That was great. And like the weaving into there, I'll make sure my dad stayed healthy, but I'm not even making sure I'm staying healthy. I'm drinking a lot, and the liquor that I'm drinking reminds me of his phone, the word association thing there, the reference into, yeah, crazy.
Vodka till my body's what my homies carry. Berries black me out and that remind me of his BlackBerry. Found some naked women in my father's phone and played it. That was really the first moment that I felt we were related. 10 years later, my girl found some sex tapes that she ain't in. I told her Hobson said to film that shit and she just cried on me. Cause the more famous I get, bitches will try allow me.
He's cooking. He's cooking, bro. I'd hate to be famous and like be messing with chicks, bro, because that's a scary situation. You never know. These chicks, they do lie. They lie, you know?
Because the more famous I get, bitches will try allow me. And I might want to have...
But wait, I just overlooked the part that he was saying it wasn't his girl. Now that I'm thinking about it, that is his excuse to his girl. She found sex tapes that she ain't in, and he said, hey, Hobson told me to record it. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Cause the more famous I get, bitches will try allow me. And I might wanna have proof. You'll never hear a creepy story about me that is true. Ask about me, I ain't never did no fuck shit. If I do, I'll probably make a song about it before any rumors move. I'll probably make a song about the kid I gave stitches to at the bell. I'll probably make a song about who molested my dad at 12. Matter of fact, it was 1971 inside a tower school, and he never got fired, so be careful inside a tower school.
Damn, bro.
Look like Ludacris when I act a fool. Menage, so I got bitches switching heads just like a power tool. I wanna see that rapper's body leak and make his organs drool. I love Canada, I know they're pissed, I gotta claim you. I love Massachusetts, I'm so pissed, we gotta claim you. I heard the shit you said about me, jealousy's a strange fruit. Growing deep inside of every rapper.
Okay, so obviously, him and Tom McDonald don't like each other. I guess, I was late to the party, but I found out they don't like each other. So I'm thinking he's talking about Tom for the Canadian rapper part, but the Massachusetts rapper, this is another thing that he said in the other track that I don't know who he's talking about. I don't know why I think, in my head just goes straight to Joyner Lucas. I know there's other Massachusetts rappers. I know there's Millies, but I don't know if they have issues. I know Mark Wahlberg mentioned them both. I don't know. I don't know if him and Joyner Lucas are cool, bro. I just don't know. I know they were both signed to Atlantic, right? That's like as far as I know. They're both from Mass. Joyner Lucas from Worcester. He's from Salem, I believe. I thought that they were cool. He said he was nervous when he met Joyner Lucas. I don't know. Who could it be? I don't know many other like currently relevant this generation rappers from this generation from Mass. I know Millie's, I know Joyner Lucas, and I know Token. There's a bunch of other rappers. I know Terminology. I know Slain. I know Cousin Stiz. I know there's Rax. There's a bunch of rappers from Mass, but right now, I would say the three that are like the most lit would be Token, Joyner, Millie's. Not in that order. I think Millie's is maybe, I don't know. I was gonna say I think Millie's more popular than Joyner, but I don't know actually. I don't know. But yeah. So I don't know who he's talking about. I feel for some reason I feel like it's Joyner Lucas though.
We gotta claim you. I heard the shit you said about me. Jealousy's a strange fruit. Growing deep inside of every rapper that surpassed me. Then they got complacent, I outlaughed them like an athlete. Rap never too different, cause I always been a black sheep. I'm not the same color, I'm my brothers, but we family. Grew up with some white people who never said no racist shit. But when I introduce them to my friends, their voices change a bit. I start to get the feeling they get too much of a kick out of it. Like they think it's so cool to be around a different heritage.
You know what's funny? I was talking to Mo about this. There's like a automatic. I seen a thing about this back in the day. They were talking about sports players commentating when they commentate different races. For white people, they talk different than they talk for Spanish people, and they talk different for black people. Like they have different nicknames and all different types of shit. And that's something that I noticed whenever I meet an older white dude. They always say brother. What up, brother? They always go brother with it, like it's 1970s. It's like I've had it happen so many times. Sometimes black people say it, but it's mostly older white people, older white men. It's like a go-to. And I'm from New Hampshire, so I met a lot of older white men.
Start to get the feeling they get too much of a kick out of it. Like they think it's so cool to be around a different heritage. I couldn't find the words to tell these kids I know they don't intend, but I get the feeling they're fetishizing my closest friends. But I still got love for Marblehead. I just can't relate to kids who grew up with a boat and shit. Used to get so jealous that they had a father home with them. My insecurities turned into hatred for the most of them, but that was my bad. Still, I got their home address and nicked their houses when I couldn't. Broke into a few of them. I never been no bully though. I really just was so depressed, but that is no excuse to be a hater. Got my own regrets. I regret the way I intervened, regret the way I hit the scene, regret the way I did Janine. No matter how many times he told me that she has forgiven me, regret the way I left a pistol in my mama's.
I love when he does that shit. He just adds in the extra syllable, no matter how many times. Like it's like he does that shit a lot, and it's dope.
A few of them, I never been no bully though. I really just was so depressed, but that is no excuse to be a hater. Got my own regrets. I regret the way I intervened, regret the way I hit the scene, regret the way I did Janine. No matter how many times he told me that she has forgiven me, regret the way I left a pistol in my mama's whip for weeks. That woman still deserve the world. I hope I'm here to still be able. Rest in peace, Oliver Tree. I never got to tell him thank you. I believe that you don't gotta die to be somebody's angel. No matter what happens, I know I'm blessed and I'm staying grateful. I just hope I ain't leaving.
Clever. Into the I'm leaving soon tour. Clever. Dope. Crazy flow. You know, he bodied it. Kept it real the whole time. A lot of clever bars in there. Dope. That shit's dope, bro. I'm going to do an album reaction when it drops. That shit is fire. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe.